Hi everybody. I'm so happy you're here. So good morning. Happy Sunday. We were just talking about this crazy spring-like weather we've been having. I just told the people that weren't on yet, but Brian and I hiked yesterday morning at 8:30 a.m. and it was 51 degrees in February. It's so bizarre. So bizarre. So I hope everybody's enjoying it, but I also know we probably have winter coming upon us again. Um, I just like to start every time because not everyone's been here every time with just some like information on why I'm doing this and some different things. So first, who am I? Most of you here know me. I am a lot of roles, but mostly I'm just a work in progress. I'm someone who is constantly trying to learn and grow and take all that comes at me in life and, turn it into something that I feel good about and I can honor and just grow in the process. And I love growing in community. I love growing with other people and in connection. So I'm just really honored because I know how precious all of our time is. So I'm really honored that you're here with me today. So thank you for being here. And I do always want to say this work can be deeply emotional, right? When we connect with our body, when we connect with our spirit, our soul, it's just deep work. So I personally often, and I've been doing this for a long time, but I often have a therapist or a coach or a group or something in my back pocket. So I just hope that if you feel like it's getting really hard or intense, that you seek out one of those things. I'm sorry. I keep people who were here last time know that I had COVID and the stomach. I'm still like, my voice gets a little groggy. So I apologize for that. So a couple of logistical things. So if you're on the computer and you want to put your phone on quiet mode, that's great. So you can actually really relax. If you can, if your family's there and they know not to interrupt you if possible, that's great. If you can have a journal or a pen and paper, if you don't have a journal, make sure you grab that now because we will do some journaling. And everybody here, I think, let me see if anybody else has gotten on, knows how to use the chat box. So I'd love to hear from you during it. I have it up. So any chats, anything you want to respond to is great. Um, so the next time I do this, and you will get an email, is going to be on a Friday. I did not have a Sunday to do it, and I decided to try to do Friday at 10 a.m. It's just a weird month for me, and that's what is working best. So it's March 22nd. If anyone can make it, I would love to see you there. So yeah. All right. So we're gonna first just start with opening up this space with 5 deep breaths, just to get us into being connected with our body, mind, spirit, all together and connected. So when we breathe in for less time than we breathe out, it quiets our system down and puts us into that relax mode or parasympathetic mode. Rest and digest. It has a lot of names. So we're going to start with that. So we're going to do 5 deep breaths. So just get yourself comfortable if you can. And we're going to breathe in for 4 and out for 8. So breathing in and out. In, out. In, out. In and out. One more. In and out. So again, I'm so grateful that you are here. I decided to do this starting in September for 1 year. I'm going to do it for 1 year, once a month. And I decided to do it because I just kept getting this calling and this knowing that I needed to kind of try to gather people together to be in what I call, sacred space. Sorry. Which I wanted to bring people together to connect in a deep and meaningful way with themselves, mind, body, spirit, their mental body, their emotional body, all these parts of them to connect. I'm so sorry, you guys. And I wanted it to be a sacred space. So when I say a sacred space, I mean that I've actually been sending Reiki to this time and this space, and I've done it in this room. So I mean that I have candles, I pulled cards. So I mean it in the literal sense that I created this sacred space, but I also mean it in the sense that we all have this sacred space within us. This is a space that's attainable anytime. So my hope is at the end of this hour, you feel that and you know what that feels like, because it's this time that you've created for yourself that is allowing you to connect deeply. It's physical space and energetic space. It's, like I said, within each of us, and it is safe. That's super important. It's safe to be able to express whatever we need to. So whether we need to cry or laugh, or when we dance, you dance freely with me, that's what it's for. It's for discernment. So I want you to know that this hour is for you. And this is what I want to continue in everyone's life, that we are getting really strong in our discernment. So we know that, you know what, I didn't, thank you. That's weird. I've never had that happen. Thank you, Emily. All right, now it's actually recording. So we can work on being embodied, which means just being really in our bodies so we can experience life fully and be connected. So, I want it to be safe and loving, non-judgmental, which means that, of course, you're not judging others, but we're also not judging ourselves, which is perfect for today because we're talking a lot about self-love. So, and it's this space that we can remember, who we are and why we are here, and that we are just divine beings. So, and we can release emotions lovingly. And this community is just that we're taking the time to do this, to connect with ourselves, connect with others, and to be open to hear and receive messages of what we need and what we want in life. So that's a little jumbled, but that's with the recording and stuff, but essentially that's why we're here. So today we're going to talk about self-love. I think that's perfect for the month of February. So I'd like everybody to get their journals out. I'm going to play a little music. And as I'm doing that, you are going to be journaling first about what your definition of self-love is. So I want you to start that. I'm just going to get a little background music for you, which, I'm not the quickest with, but. So you're first journaling what your definition of self-love is. And then I want you to write down 10 ways that you show your self-love. And when you're done, you kind of put it in the chat box. Give me a nod. beautiful. Someone just shared with me their waves. All right, I love that. Awesome. So we are going to come back to self-love. But before we do that, we're going to ground, clear, protect. This is something that I do every day, at least once a day, a lot of days, twice a day. So we're going to do that together. All right. So I'm going to stand up. You can do it sitting or standing up. You can do it even when you're in bed if you needed to. Okay. So you guys are going to follow after me. Wrong shirt. All right, everybody. Everybody can hear me, right? Okay. All righty. All right, everybody. So we're going to ground, clear, protect. So I want everybody to take a deep breath in and release. I want you to imagine a golden rod coming out to the base of your spine. You're going deep down into the Mother Earth. Locking in. I want you to also imagine roots coming out the top of your feet. Going deep, deep into the soil, twisting and turning, deep, deep down. In the center of Mother Earth's core are the most beautiful crystals, the biggest crystals, the most calming, peaceful, and energized crystals, filled with energy that is just so beautiful, so calming, so peaceful, so grounding. That energy comes right up that golden rod into your root chakra in the base of your spine, and then goes right up your spine, hitting your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, your crown. And then it comes out the top of your head like a fountain and just swirls in a circle, going up your spine, out and down around you, up your spine. It's a constant circuit and it just flows. You feel that centering you feel that grounding you feel that making you feel calm, peaceful, feel strong in your body. Feel energy coming up those roots now, coming in the bottom of your feet. Almost like you feel it tingling. Energy is this Mother Earth energy, this beautiful nature energy comes into your feet, touching every cell in your body. Bring up your legs, your lower legs into your knees, upper legs, your hips and your pelvis, your stomach, your chest, up your back, down your upper arms, your elbows, your lower arms. Touching every cell in your body, bringing you peace, bringing you calm, helping you feel grounded and centered. Up your neck, into your face and your jaw, your mouth, your eyes, ears, your head, the back of your head, the top of your head. Every cell in your body has this beautiful Mother Earth energy. It feels calm, it feels peaceful, it feels centered. And take a deep breath. Now coming out the top of your head, your crown chakra. Another golden rod goes up, up, up into the stars and locks in. And down toward the most beautiful energy. This energy is almost like a syrup or a sac coming into the top of your head. And it's energy that's clearing and cleansing. And as it comes down your head, feel it taking with it anything that doesn't serve you. Coming down, 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 down. Pulling with it anything that doesn't serve you. Leaving back only calm, peaceful, beautiful. Down into your neck, your shoulders, on your upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists and hands. You might even want to shake your hands as you release, because you're going to release that energy to Mother Earth. She's ready to receive it, transform it, let it go. Feel it going down your torso, in your hips and your pelvis. Same thing, you might want to shake your body as it releases this energy. You might want to breathe out down into your hips, your thighs, your knees, your legs, lower legs, ankles, feet. Same thing, dripping off your feet to Mother Earth, ready for her to receive it. Just letting it go, releasing. Beautiful. Now you're going to take that golden rod, from that golden rod that's in Mother Earth, you're going to again feel her energy come right up that golden rod, up your spine, and go out and around you. This time creating a bubble of protection. So this bubble's big, as big as you want it to be, whatever you feel like you need. And you're going to seal the top of your bubble and seal the bottom of your bubble. And then just infuse into your bubble the most loving energy. You might even feel called to say something like, everything I put out into the world that comes from a space of love, let it go out freely to the world. Anything that's not from a space of love, let it bounce back to me with kindness and respect. Everything that's coming to me from the world, from a space of love, let it come to me freely. And anything that's not, let it bounce back out into the world with kindness and love and respect. Now you're going to unlock from the stars above that golden rod and bring it back into your crown. Unlock from Mother Earth and bring that back into your root. And take a deep breath. Imagine those roots in the bottom of your feet come back into your feet. And take a deep breath. And okay. Lovely. Okay. Thank you. That was beautiful. I'm sorry if it was choppy. It sounds like it was choppy a little bit with the music, which it shouldn't be. So I'm not sure why it was. So yeah, that's something that really can help you if you do it every day to feel really centered and grounded. I hope that it's something that you guys can use on a regular basis. So I just love doing it. It kind of transforms my whole day. When I forget to do it, I literally notice, oh, feel a little off today. What's going on? And then I'm like, oh, I forgot I had a crazy morning and I didn't Ground Clear Protect. So, okay. So I want to talk about self-love. Self-love is the most important love we have. And that might feel a little weird, might sound a little counterintuitive, might feel a little selfish. And if it does, that's okay. It's normal because we've been conditioned to think that it is not the most important love. But essentially, love of self is our foundation for each and every relationship we have and each and every role in our lives. And so the stronger that love is, like it's said that the more a person can love themselves, the greater their capacity to love others is, the greater their capacity to heal themselves is, the greater their capacity to live to their fullest is. So this is research driven and proven. So we know this to be true. It is so important because it sets you up for success in all the other parts of your life. But just like all of our relationships in our life, it's work. We have to work at it. It doesn't always just come naturally. It's something we have to actively do to show ourselves love. So I got some beautiful messages on ways people show themselves love, and it's so beautiful. I love that. So if anybody else wants to share, feel free, the different ways they show themselves love. But we're going to talk about some things, different principles here. Okay. So I love it that you guys are on top of this and are doing things. So it's I just am hoping you can even take something from what we talk about and then keep being more conscious of it in your life. So the first thing I want to talk about is self-talk. So many of us have this voice in our head that talks to ourselves, right? Pretty much everybody does. And we talk to ourselves negatively and we don't think anything of it. It's like acceptable in nature to be like, why did you do that? What's wrong with you? I mean, some voices are really harsh sometimes, depending on what's going on. Why are you so stupid? What were you thinking? But to consciously talk to ourselves lovingly and kindly can feel really foreign because it's not something we do. So that is a practice that I really want you guys to start. So something like every morning, good morning, lovely. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, my friend, whatever feels good. Wow. What a great job you did yesterday. I hope today you do well, do have a great day, or even just set the intention. Today is going to be a great day. I light a candle every day and say, today is going to be a great day. Or just, wow, you're just doing such a, just maybe even doing this. Wow, you're doing such a good job today. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being so loving and kind, whatever it is. Or when something goes wrong, and that normal talk might be like, what's wrong with you? Why did you do this? Blah, 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 blah. You literally stop and you say, wait a second. Nope. Wow, that was a really hard situation. And even if you don't agree how you dealt with it, that was a really hard situation. You know what? I think we could have dealt with it better. And let's take a step back next time and take a beat and a breath before we respond, because I think we can do better next time. But I see you and I see why you responded that way, right? It's so important, because we think those voices are motivating us, but they're not. They're just shaming us. They're just making us feel awful. They don't do us any service or any good. So if anybody's ever read The Four Agreements, I love that book. It's the first book I ever read in college that was on like self-help. And be impeccable with your word is one of the four agreements. And so many of us are trying to be impeccable with our word with other people, but not with ourselves, right? So I just find it super important. So self-respect is the next thing. So what if you treated your space, your physical space, as if someone you revered was coming there, but that person was you? So maybe you put things that make you happy or joyous or calm or peaceful in your space. Maybe you clean it in a way, not in a stressful way, because I means want to instill perfectionism or anything like that, but in a way that feels good to you. Maybe it means you love to come home to a made bed when you get in bed. So you would make sure you make your bed every morning, not out of stress, out of honoring it for you, because that's what you like, because you are like, I love this and I'm going to come home to this. Same thing. What if we treated our bodies and our mind and our spirit like it's the most precious thing in the world? So I just think thinking of those things in that way shifts things. Because again, all of our relationships are work, and we need to work on the relationship with ourselves and how we treat ourselves. So self-kindness as well. Or I just did self-kindness, self-compassion. Oh no, I didn't do self-kindness. This is important. When I'm working with clients, I talk a lot about the friend lens. So let's think about this. If you treated a friend the way you treat yourself, would they still be friends with you? And I'm talking that internal voice, or even the way you take care of yourself. Hopefully your answer is yes. But for a lot of people, it's no. If I talk to a friend the way, they'll say, if I talk to a friend the way I'm talking to myself right now, they would not be friends with me. So I talk a lot with clients about friend lens. Anytime you feel yourself being really hard on you, the easiest way to shift it is to be like, okay, if this were my friend, what would I say to them? If this were my friend in this situation, how would I speak to them? And get a journal out and actually write it down, because sometimes if we're just that voice in our head, we can't necessarily see it or get it out the way we want to. But if we write, okay, if I had a friend who was dealing with, this issue at work that was insanely hard and blah, blah, you know what I mean? How would I speak to them? And if you write it out and you literally get yourself in that space and you write out how you would talk to them, and then compare it with how you're talking to yourself, you'll be shocked often on how that is. So really checking in and literally just saying, okay, how would I talk to a friend about this? What would I say to them? How would I respond? Okay. So that's another really good tool. And then self-compassion. So if a child, your child, a child you loved needed something, like really, really needed something in that moment, would you drop everything and go take care of that child? I'm pretty sure most of you would say yes to that. But what if the child in you needs something? Do you drop everything and take care of that child? I'm pretty sure most of you say no, because I know I still struggle with, well, I'll deal with that later. I feel that I see what's going on inside me, but I'll deal with that later. What if we prioritize that? Guess what will happen is that child inside us will heal so much faster. And we are just saying, like, when we witness ourselves in these ways, our system ends up being like, oh yeah, you're there for me. I think it's almost important to think of ourselves as a separate entity in this way. And I don't want you to think of yourselves as separate in other ways, but it just makes it easier in some ways, because when we are in relationship with ourselves in the way of, like I said, we would think of ourselves in relationship, in another relationship with someone else, we're just more conscious, we're more present in it, we're more active in it, and that's what we need to do, right? Our system, our parts, our child in ourselves, all these things, they just want to be seen. And the more we witness ourselves and are in relationship with ourselves, the less we have to do it, because we are become integrated and healthy and all these things. I hope that all makes sense. So yeah, I just want you to try to not ignore that inner child in yourself. Okay. And then self-care. You know, these are the things that we see a lot in media, right? Go get a massage, get your nails done, make sure you exercise and eat healthy. All insanely important and super important. Those are really important things. But we have to remember that all these other parts are important too. They are a piece of it. Sorry about my dog. So I just want you guys to really think about those things. So maybe when you go for a walk, because you know that's what you need, you're not just walking because my body needs to walk. You're noticing nature. You're asking yourself, what do you need today? Tell me what's going on with you. And you're actually in relationship with yourself in those moments. When you're getting a massage, maybe you're meditating. So everything we do, we can make it even more like abundant for ourselves in the experience, right? When we get in relationship with ourselves. So all those things are important. Connecting to music is super important. Make yourself playlists. Make yourself a playlist for dancing and for joy. Make yourself a playlist for feeling deep emotion. Connect to songs that make you feel really good and have them there on call, so that you can, you know you need them, you get that playlist going, and then you'd be like, I just need to cry right now. I just need to take some time and let myself cry, and that's okay. Or I just need to laugh and be silly. Again, that goes back to what we're trying to do here, which is that discernment of figuring out, what do I need? What does my body need? What do I need right now? And the healthier we get into a relationship with ourselves, the more accessible that is. Healthy boundaries. Oh goodness, this is like one of the best ways you can love yourself, right? Continually putting yourself in situations that are toxic for you is not self-love. It's not self-love. Creating boundaries so that you can function at your best self, creating boundaries so that you don't have to be in those toxic environments, that's self-love. And that's actually love for the other person too, or the situation or whatever. We've talked about boundaries in the past, and that's a whole topic in itself. But easier said than done sometimes to create them, but I promise you can create them. Showing yourself gratitude. What if you celebrate all the things? This is actually fairly recent, in the last maybe year or two for me. I realized I'm not celebrating these things in my life. So now, like, even little things, like something great happens or something I feel really good about, and I'm always just like, yeah, woo, yeah. I mean, it's just a little quick celebration. Like, whatever it is. And I just celebrate. And it's like, one, it feels good in the moment, right? It feels so good to just celebrate it and honor whatever it is that happened. And two, you're putting energy towards these good things that are happening in your life, right? We so often put energy towards the negative things. Something negative happens and we, rightfully so, we need to feel everything about it. We need to talk it out. But right, we can often get into like a perseveration about it and go, feel like we need to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk about it. Great things happen. We're like, oh my gosh, this happened. We might say it once and that's that. But I want you to really honor it and celebrate it. Showing yourself gratitude is all the little things that we talked about with self-care, right? Meditation, going in nature and really being connected. That's ways to show yourself gratitude. A lot of us might have unhealthy habits to show ourselves gratitude, and we can shift those, right? Maybe it's like, oh, and again, we need everything in moderation. So I'm not saying never do this, but we're like, oh my gosh, that was really hard. I just did that. I'm going to lay down and watch TV and have ice cream. Again, time and place for, but maybe I'm going to go for a walk and connect with nature and then come back and watch show and have a little bit of something, right? So showing ourselves gratitude in healthy ways that keep fostering our health, our wellness, our connection to self. And then looking inwards, not outwards, to have your needs met. So this is same thing, might feel a little weird or controversial, but I want you to think about the word expectation. I'm going to write, it's like I need to expect all these things of myself. I have high expectations of myself. I have high expectations of the people I care about. I have high expectations. I'm going to read you a few quotes about expectations. Expectations are the seeds of disappointment. Expectation is the root of all heartache. Expectations are just premeditated resentments. The higher the expectation, the lower the contentment. Expectation can be a cage. Freedom lies in acceptance. This is the deal. If you Google expectation quotes, almost all of them are like that. And there's a reason for that. Because expectations really set us up for disappointment, especially expectations of self, but even expectations of others. Again, that doesn't mean we just allow ourselves to never meet any goal that we want or do anything that we want. But it's hope, right? Hope, doesn't it feel different? I have hope that I do these things. And when I do them, oh my gosh, it feels so good. When we're like, no, this is my expectation, we hit that goal, we don't even really celebrate it because we're like, oh no, that was expected of me. Not, no, I need to honor that because that's so amazing that I was able to do that. Does that make sense? And the thing is, when we kind of let expectations go and we release them, and again, we still have ideals for ourselves and dreams and passions and hopes and excitements and, for others too in our lives. But when we let go of those expectations, it leads to freedom. And freedom is the goal, right? All of this, taking care of ourselves, all these ways, they lead to freedom. Because when we are kind to ourselves, we celebrate ourselves, we respect ourselves, we are loving to ourselves, we feel free in a different way. And guess what? Then we can hear what we truly want, who we are in the world, who we want to be, what we want to accomplish. But it's there as a dream and a desire, not as an expectation. This is what should be. I hope that makes sense because it's kind of big. And then, so then what if you were meeting your needs, right? You were meeting your needs in all the ways. You were seeing yourself, you're witnessing yourself, you're celebrating yourself, you're loving yourself in such a beautiful way that all your other relationships weren't out of need or necessity, and they were free of expectation. What do you think could happen? I mean, that's hard to get to, but I have felt glimpses of that. And when I can get there, all my relationships just become this beautiful bonus for me. Even relationships that may have been hard in the past, when I'm in that space, I can just connect differently because I can just see them for who they are and where they're at in their life and connect on in the way that I need to, or whatever I can take. But that expectation has kind of gone, and I don't need them to meet a need for me because I'm meeting my needs for me. And again, I go in and out of this. This is not a place I can stay in all the time because I'm a human having a human experience, just like all of us. Right? But then what happens is these relationships just become this beautiful bonus in our life. They actually feel fuller and more flourishing. And so you don't need them to meet this need. They're not there out of necessity. They're there because you want them to. And then it just brings all this beauty into your life. So again, that deep self-love in all these ways leads to freedom. And that freedom just makes everything more beautiful, everything more glorious. Is everybody? I know this is kind of intense. I mean, this is where we're talking radical self-love, right? It's radical. We are extremely loving ourselves in such a way that everything else is just a beautiful bonus. So I hope that you guys could feel that and that felt good. So now we're going to go through a meditation. Okay. So, I'm a little fearful. I was going to put music on, but I don't know. It seems to be cutting out and I don't understand why. So I'm not going to, just to be safe. I'm going to walk y'all through meditation. So everybody get comfy. Take a drink if you need to. I'm going to take a quick drink. All right. All right, we're going to start with just a few breaths. So feel free to close your eyes, get comfy, lay down, sit up, whatever feels good to you. Okay. Take a deep breath in and out. Another deep breath in and out. One more deep breath in and out. This meditation is here to help you remember who you are. You are an amazing, sacred, and beautiful creation of light, just exactly the way you are right now. You do not need to be anything more. You do not need to do anything more to be worthy of your love. You simply just need to be open to receive the love you deserve. Let's set an intention. The intention of today's self-love meditation is for you to shower yourself with love, without conditions, without limitations, to be open and to simply receive it. I want you to ask yourself right now, are you open to receiving this love you so deeply deserve? If the answer is a resounding yes, just feel deep gratitude. If the answer is a no, or you feel hesitation, that's okay. Just remind yourself that you are safe. You are safe in your body. You are safe in this space. And you are safe being loved. Take another deep breath in and out. One more deep breath in and out. With an immense amount of grace and tenderness, I'd like you to let yourself settle in even more. Invite your body to relax into an even more comfortable position. Now we're going to turn inward. Notice your breath. As you take a deep breath in And notice. And a deep breath out. As you're breathing, notice the sound that it makes. Notice the sensation in your nose and in your throat. Feel the rise and fall of your body, your belly and chest as you inhale and exhale. Relax even more into the self-love meditation. Notice your body releasing any tension it may feel. Notice it relaxing deeply. Notice the top of your head, your eyes, your jaw, your entire head and face, deeply relaxing. Notice your neck, your shoulders, your upper arms, your elbows, your lower arms, your wrists, your hands, your entire arms, deeply relaxing. Notice your chest, your belly, your sides, your back, your pelvis, your entire torso, deeply relaxing. Notice your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves and shins, your ankles, your feet, your entire legs, deeply relaxing. Notice your entire body, deeply relaxing. And feel yourself settle in even more, deeper and deeper into comfort, deeper and deeper into relaxation, deeper and deeper into the sanctuary that is you, that beautiful, beautiful sanctuary. Imagine that you're standing in nature. Your feet are bare upon the softest, most luscious, beautiful green grass. You feel the grass on your feet in between your toes, soft, beautiful. You are alone and you are safe. You feel this deeply in every cell of your body. You can smell the fresh scents of the vibrant flowers that surround you. You feel the sun warming your skin. You tilt your head just a little bit towards the sun to feel it on your face. This moment feels sacred and glorious, precious. You stand here naked in this safe space, alone with your beautiful and magnificent self. The air feels marvelous as it dances across your skin. You take a deep breath in, letting the fresh, fresh air fill your chest and expand your belly. And as you exhale, let yourself relax even deeper into this self-love meditation. You see the clouds slowly roll in and feel little droplets of light rain on your skin. The raindrops are just a little cool and so refreshing. You let your head fall back further. Your arms stretch out to the side. You open yourself up to receive the rain. As you receive these raindrops on your body, you also let yourself receive the words. These are words that come to you as freely as the raindrops. You hear them from inside of you. They are there to wash over you, to become part of you. You are open. You are safe. You let them shower you with love, just like the raindrops. Repeat in your mind after me. I love me. I am extraordinary. I love my body. I love my mind. I love my laugh and I love my tears. I love my ambition and my desire for ease. I love my ideas and my kind heart. I love my mistakes in all of my dark parts. I love everything about me. Even though I am constantly evolving, shedding old habits, attitudes, or characteristics that no longer serve me, even though I am always a work in progress, I love me just the way I am. I love me. I am extraordinary. Here you are, beautiful, naked, beautifully imperfect, covered in raindrops of love from yourself. You are worth every word, every drop, just the way you are, always. I want you to take a deep breath in and release. Another deep breath in and release. And another deep breath in and release. And when you're ready, you're going to slowly come to. I hope you guys felt that as deeply as I did. Literally every cell in my body was tingling during it. So I hope you guys could feel that. And I hope you can feel this deep love for yourself. We're going to go into another journal prompt, but we're going to be a little short on time to fully do it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about one other thing. I wanted to really focus on self-love, but I would be remiss without talking about how this society we live in talks about romantic love and holds it at this highest standard for ourselves. And just going into this month, and it, there's lots of talk about love and especially romantic love. I just, obviously, self-love, I feel, is the most important. That's what we talked about, but there are so many kinds of love we have. And I just really want you guys to, throughout this month, honor all the types of love. Romantic love is wonderful and beautiful and amazing, but so is love of friendship, love of a parent, love of a child, love of a niece, nephew, cousin, love of an animal, love of nature. I hope we shift towards honoring all these types of love because they're all so important to our life. And so, like, my challenge for you this month, and you're going to have two things because we're not going to have enough time to fully do the journaling, but is to really think about all the different types of love you have in your life and honor them. So maybe you say to a friend that you might not normally say, I love you. You're so important to me. You make my life so much better. And I'm so grateful for that. Maybe an old teacher or an old mentor or someone from work. It doesn't matter who, But I just think it's important to honor our romantic love, but it's important to honor all the other types of love in our life. So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. So the second general prompt I had for today is Liz Gilbert has been doing this for like 20 years. She asks love every day. What do you want me to know today? And I just think it's such a beautiful practice. So I am going to give you a couple minutes to do this. It's just, it might take you a while. So I'm going to ask that you continue it. So I want you to grab your journals and you're going to say, love, what do you want me to know? I'm going to read you mine while you're doing yours, not because it should sound like mine, but I just want you to get an idea of what love should sound like. This is mine. And feel free to journal. Feel free to mute me if you don't want to hear me, if you feel like you're ready to just go in this. But my dearest, you are infinitely and abundantly and completely loved, more than your sweet little mind can wrap its head around. Your earthly bound self can't comprehend this kind of love, but your soul, your sweet, sweet soul knows my love. It has felt my love, so there is a remembering that you get a taste of every once in a while. Your cells tingle and dance, and even if only for a moment, that remembering is only the smallest sliver of the moon of my love. I am so vast and abundant. I'm as abundant as the stars in the night sky. I am as deep and mysterious as the deepest part of the ocean's floor. I am as joyous as a baby's laugh that swells up deep from their belly. You are loved infinitely, my child, and all that love is within you in every cell, in every emotion, in every thought. It surrounds you, always ready to embrace you, to hold you up, or to dance with you. You are love in its purest form, my child. Always love. So take a couple minutes, and I just want you to, start it. If you might have already started, but just, this is a practice that I'm starting to do regularly, and I just have found it really profound.
You know I feel you. You know I feel you. Feel you in the morning. Feel you in the evening. I feel you when I'm sleeping. Feel you when I'm dreaming. And I see you standing in the moonlight. You look so nice. I'm over in the bar light by the neon sign, and all the words we say won't last all day anyway. And all the drinks we take won't take our love away. No, they won't. And I hear you. I hear you in the city. I hear you when I'm empty. I hear you going over to the home say will last all day anyway.
If you feel called to keep writing, keep writing. I just honor everyone's time so much and I don't want to go over too much. So this is also a space. If anybody has any questions, thoughts, comments, put them in the chat section. Um, absolutely, Ramesh, I will. And thank you. That's so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Ramesh. Yep, sounds good. That's great. Absolutely, I will. Thank you, Em. Yes. Any questions? Oh, a couple things. Yes, of course you can. Absolutely. I will email it to all of you. Thank you. That's amazing. Because I did not feel that way. I love that so much. Thank you. All right. Anybody else have any questions or thoughts? Questions? Okay. So we always end on a song. I think everybody here now has been here. So I'm going to switch the music up and we can dance. But again, if you feel like you want to journal, feel free. I love this song so much. So I'm super excited to do this song because it gives me the chills every time. Why is it not loud? I'm a little confused by that.
I am not a stranger to
You guys hear it?
the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want
I want to go really loud and I want to go really loud.
Learn to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out.
Not louder.
I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let the pain sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. That's what we do. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. Oh, we are glorious. And the sharpest words wanna cut me down. I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me.
All right, guys, I hope you have the most beautiful day. Thank you again for sharing your time with me. I'm so grateful, and thank you for the beautiful messages. I hope you all have a wonderful month, and I hope to see you guys next month. Have a great day. Bye, everybody. Bye.